Hey guys, Sugar Tensei here. It's been a while, so hello again. I finally come out of YouTube hibernation after basically a year. And for all my subscribers, thank you so much for waiting. And I am so sorry if I've caused any worries. I tried to update you guys on my other social media, such as my Instagram. And if you've messaged me, I try to get back to you guys as fast as possible. I just didn't want to make a separate video explaining my absence on my channel because I wanted to keep this platform at least more clean and just art focused. This channel has grown a lot since I've last posted, so to my new subscribers, welcome! I promise I don't post on a yearly basis. And this summer, because now it's summer now in Canada, which means university is done, hopefully I'll have more time to draw and post, and I really want to get this channel back up to the speed that it was before. And I've had this footage for some time now, I think since last September. I just never got around to editing it and recording this voiceover. But now that it's summer and the first year university is done, which is great by the way, I finally have the time to. I'm also not studying art in university, so I haven't been drawing much this past year, which might surprise some of you guys. So I've been studying some other stuff which has been taking up my time, which I do honestly enjoy. And I guess related to this point, I've also discovered a lot about myself this past year, especially in terms of my stance on what art is to me. I think that I'm probably just gonna keep it as a hobby. I really do enjoy it. It's my favorite thing to do, I think, but only as a hobby. I know a common question that people ask is, are you planning on making your own graphic novel or manga? But probably, most likely, I'm not going to. I really enjoy drawing, and that's probably just basically it. Like to make a novel, or not a novel, sorry, a graphic novel, it takes a lot of time and effort, and not that I wouldn't be willing to put that in, but rather you have to manage the characters, you have to write the plot. There's so much more to it than just drawing, and I think that also when my hobby becomes my job, I know that's the ideal for some people, but I feel like that also takes the fun out of it a bit, because I love doing art for myself, and I love doing this channel and drawing and posting these videos for you guys because it makes me happy. I'm just drawing what I like, and somehow you guys like it too. So yeah, that's just my stance on art, I guess, and a little more information about me. Also, I haven't been reading manga, and I'm literally a year behind on catching up to some of my favorite series, including the one I'm drawing here, which is My Hero Academia, and which I will have to rave and review and recommend later because I honestly love this series so much. And to be honest, I would totally give you guys anime and manga recommendations like the weeb I am, but no, this is an art channel. So the closest I get to that is to drawing the manga pages and hoping you guys will check out the series as well. But anyways, last summer I went to Japan and I saw the manuscript prints for this, and it was so amazing. I was at a Shonen Jump store, and there were copies of the original manuscript that the mangaka had drawn, so you could see all the little pen marks, pencil marks, you could see every single detail. And when I say it's amazing, I'm not just saying that to be cliche or any other reason. I say it because I honestly mean it. There is so much difference between seeing a professional's drawing versus an amateur's, and I think a lot of people don't realize that because for the most part, I think us North American fans read manga online, and a lot of times it's scanned and edited, and all those little details are kind of like washed out or maybe edited out, and it's all smoothed over. And honestly, that made me realize how much I need to improve to reach that level. As you'll see in the piece that I'm drawing here, I use a lot of whiteout specifically, to add in details or to add in white lines, and I know that I'm kind of cheating the system here. There's some certain techniques that these mangakas use that take a lot of time and effort. It takes a certain type of precision and the sort of technique that's been honed over many years of practice to achieve. And when replicating these manga pages, it honestly is not a true copy. It is sort of my own way to achieve the same effects easily and faster. But on close inspection, if you were to take my original piece and put it next to theirs, you'll see quite a drastic difference. But not only does My Hero Academia have amazing art and an amazing artist, the series itself, like the plotline, is also one of my absolute favorites. The character development and the universe building, and basically just the ability of the author to immerse us readers and watchers in the world of the modern day hero is really impressive. It's sort of like the classic tale of the underdog, and the premise totally has the potential to be cheesy and overdone, but the execution is what makes it so perfect. The author puts this modern twist on this classic hero story, which makes it really engaging and relatable for us modern day viewers, but also uses these tropes that are so familiar to everyone of all ages. Also, the design of the characters themselves, not only the art, not the execution, but the ideas behind the art are absolutely amazing as well, in my opinion. It's so clear that so much thought has gone into each character design, each power each character has, and especially their costumes. Like, for example, Bakugo, he has spiky hair and narrowed eyes and these gauntlets in the shape of grenades on his arms, and all of this is centered around the idea that his character is about explosives. So it's just super cool to see everything come together into this one series, like the idea, the execution, the plot, the art. So yeah, I rate 10 out of 10. Go check it out, guys. Also, I promise I'm not sponsored by this series, although I wish I was. But yeah, so that's it for my segment on ranting about the series. But in terms of what I'm actually drawing here, although I talked a little bit about the techniques that I used and how I use whiteout, I recently discovered that I was also using knockoff microns. So whenever you guys asked about the art materials that I use, and I told you guys that I was using Sakura Micron Fineliners, I'm actually not. I'm using a knockoff version of them that I didn't realize until I read about this article that was talking about how to spot the differences between the real ones and the fake ones. But that also just goes to show that honestly, the art materials you use really don't matter if you're able to achieve the look that you want. And I was careful not to say to achieve the same results, because honestly it will not. I've realized that the materials that you use to draw kind of do make a difference if you're going for a very specific type of art style. So for example, if you're looking to draw specifically manga style and you want to replicate manga pages like I'm doing here, and I know some of you guys have been commenting about, it's really important that if you're serious about it to get actual nibs. So to get the fountain dip pens, those sort of types, like the G pen, the Saji pen. There's a bunch of different types of specific art supplies that are specific to manga style art. And it's really difficult to achieve the same look with fine liners because of the tip that it has. So you can vary line thickness, go from really thin and precise to a really bold thick line with fountain style pens, or rather dip pens, I mean to say. But with fine liners, the tip is fixed, so you can vary the line thickness, although it's much more difficult to do so, and you can't do it to the same degree that dip pens can. So I do want to recommend that you guys, if you're serious about drawing manga style and you want to achieve the same look, it's best to get used to learning how to use dip pens earlier rather than later, because there is a sort of a learning curve compared to fine liners, but if you're serious about it, it will pay off in the long run. So yeah, that's it for this video. I will definitely try to upload more often, but again, thanks so much for everyone who has still remained subscribed or have continued following my art despite all my absences. I'm really grateful for you guys, and thanks so much again. This will conclude it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and bye guys!